Obinna, you need to behave.
I am.
Shauri yake tusikize.
Check it, guys.
This is Obinna Show Live. Coming to you live from Obinna TV Studios.
All right, so welcome back. This is part 2, ama part 1, side B. Ni kama cassette. Unasikia then unatoa, then unatani side ingine unaweka pale. We apologize for the other part. So we've had a couple of internet issues. Imekuwa serious, there's a lot of lag, lip sync, nini. So we've decided to do what we do best. So we're still gonna record it and then we're gonna air it, okay? So at least so you can get the juice very well. So we're talking about the times at UON, the mandamanos at UON, leadership at the school. And I was talking about a couple of images that I have that I want to share with the governor. So atuambie kama nakumbuka hizi images zilikuwa za wapi. So Davido, you have image number 1?
Oh, that is at the law courts in Nairobi. At that time, I was already president of the Students' Union. Some students had been arrested and charged with, taking part in an illegal procession.
Okay.
And I was in court. I was not a practicing lawyer by then, but I went there to...
In solidarity.
In solidarity. We had even hired lawyers at the time.
Where?
Yeah.
Kumbaka naita
And
yangu.
there were 59 students who had been arrested. Yeah.
Walitolewa?
Walitolewa.
Okay.
Yeah, but they were fined. I think it was about, each was fined about 1,000 shillings, which was a lot of money. We raised the money. We raised the money. And not just us, our colleagues in Dar es Salaam.
Oh.
The guild in Kampala, the University of Makerere, the guild.
There was a guild?
Yeah, the guild. You know, Anyang was president of the guild, not at my time, but the Students' Union was known at the University of Makerere, was known as the guild. Then there was DUSO, which was Dar es Salaam University Students' Organization. Okay. Both of them raised money, we also raised money, and we were able to free our comrades from prison.
Yes, umechana hiyo nywele.
Afro.
Umechana hiyo afro, alafu suti, tie ni yangu, shati. Picture number 2.
Picture number 2, that was in London.
Where?
Yeah.
Okay, what was happening in London?
You can see the winter coat.
Baridi imekunyorosha kidogo.
Yeah, kidogo.
What was happening in London?
I went for a conference in London, and that conference had people in politics from all over Africa. Okay. Some in government, some in opposition, some outside the mainstream or political organizations in their countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. Hapo ushaanza kuvaa mamiwani sasa. Because the picture number 1, you didn't have glasses.
I didn't have, yeah.
Picture number 2, glasses. Picture number 3.
That was one of the many times I was arrested and charged. These are the main law courts. And I can tell you, in my life, I have been arrested and prosecuted many times.
Zinapita 20?
Just 20. I can tell you, there is no major town in this country where I have not been arrested, dumped in a police station,
for real?
And then taken to court.
So umelala kwa cell sana?
Sana. Kwa hizi mambo ya
Mandamano.
Si mandamano peke yake, hata kwa matamshi.
Matamshi?
Yeah.
Like saying things?
Saying things. Yeah.
You'd angry some people?
Yeah. You know, there was a time when I was in Homa Bay, and I said President Moi was not active during the Lancaster negotiations, that he was just a passenger. So I was arrested for having called President Moi a passenger. Most of the time it was for really flimsy stuff.
Do you regret any of the things that you said then and landed in problems?
No, I never regretted. But you come to know many things. I didn't know there was a cell in the central bank in Kisumu. I slept there for 2 nights.
That's the central bank.
Central bank.
Kuna cell ndani.
Huko ndani.
So vault.
Yeah. So I was arrested in Siaya, taken to Kisumu, slept there for 2 days.
Why? Why did they take you there?
They were keeping me for a while. The final destination was Kisii. I was taken to Kisii and charged with sedition. And in Kisii, there was a large turnout by the people in Kisii. So again, I was moved to the police station in Orengo. So, I think it's about 20 miles from Kisii. So, that's part of my life.
Part of, okay. Ile story ya Nyayo House, kuna cell hapo ndani?
Nyayo House, ushalala huko wiki moja.
So it's true.
Lakini for me, the most terrible was when I was in exile in Tanzania. One night, there was a raid in which I was arrested and bundled together with Ochuka and his colleagues who were in exile in Tanzania. And we were taken to committee. We spent about 3 months in committee and then spent 6 months in Naivasha. Solitary confinement. And when they wanted you to say the things that they wanted you to say, they would fill the cell with water, ankle deep, and you're thrown there naked for days until you're prepared to talk. And that was a very nasty experience. Like you enter that cell full of water, you say, I can't sit on this water.
So you stand.
You stand. After 12 hours, you can't continue standing. Then you sit. Then you say, I will hold myself until they open up the cell. Unfortunately, when they want to put you in the cell, sometimes they give you water. You want water to drink. In fact, that particular time I was given a bottle of soda to drink. Imagine in Naivasha. So after some time, you want to pee.
Ndani ya swimming pool.
Yeah, swimming pool.
So you're seated on your pee.
Yeah, and then you begin to swell your feet. Your body is like white as ash. Or gray as ash. Until you knock the door and say, take me out. I'll tell you what you want to say, what you want me to say. Or they watch you, if they find, you're fallen sick, and it's like you're in a terrible situation, then they can get you out and offer some kind of treatment.
So what did they want you guys to say?
Well, at that time it was about the coup. Remember Ochuka and what was the other name? There were 5, 6 of them, and I was brought back with that group. Whoa. So they demanded to know from me my participation in the coup in 1980.
But how did you end up with the Ochuka squad?
Well, how I ended up with the Ochuka is that there had been proceedings to try to bring them back to Kenya, and the courts in Tanzania said no. These are political. Is a political case, so they would not be brought back. Then, when I was in Dar es Salaam, I ended up going to Zimbabwe and made contact with people in Zimbabwe, some embassies there. to find out if it was possible for Chuka and team to leave to Tanzania, to a third country, which has succeeded actually. I managed to get some countries which were willing to accept them. So I went back to Tanzania to give them the good news. And then I was caught up.
Katiwa mbaroni.
Yeah, Katiwa mbaroni. But what brought the problem was that there was a group of Tanzanians who had engaged in a mutiny. So Tanzania, which was resisting returning handover.
Sema ndo hao.
Sasa mambo ya mutiny ikatokea, wakasema we will exchange this team.
Songa nayo.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Now, all of these things are happening. You're being arrested left, right, and center. You're being taken to committee. You're taken here. You're taken there. Were you guys being tortured apart from the water thing? Kupigwa?
Unapigwa.
Yeah.
In the committee it was okay.
Yeah.
But in Avasha,
yeah,
we were given quite a number of lashes here and there.
Okay.
And the rods, you know, you are hit, your legs, your knees. Not a nice experience.
Okay.
I still bear some of those scars.
Aye. Lennox, let's end the live. That is an illegal live. And end the live because we are recording the show. Yes, so end the live. Yes. So Nick, Nani, help us with this microphone. Yeah, help us with this microphone for now. No. He'll assist with it. Yeah. Okay. So this is happening. You're still participating actively. Iliyoifika point ukasema mimi nimechoka na kuteswa, nimechoka na kupigwa, nimechoka na kushikwa, nataka sasa let me relax and just enjoy life.
No, I never really got to that situation.
You never?
Because every time you thought of, quitting,
Yeah.
there would be a new situation, there would be new friends, there would be new comrades, and you say, okay. It's not time to give up.
Okay. Have you ever enjoyed life?
A lot.
Wapi? Okay, apart from dancing to Prince Inda, apart from Majawa, because if someone looks at your life, ni kushikwa, kupigwa, kufanya ni, umaika tu like about, let's say a month. A whole month, there's no mandamano, there's no campaign, there's not, like you're just chilling, holiday, nini.
Yeah, I've been able to go on holidays with my family in Mombasa,
okay,
and other places in the country and outside the country.
So you've like lived.
Yeah.
What is your epitome of enjoying life? I'm a living. What is that one thing when you do, you're like, this one now? Like for me right now, is playing golf. When I'm playing golf, I'm like, woo, I'm alive.
It's very, very difficult for me to say a single thing. But I think when I'm with family out there in a relaxed atmosphere, it may be a holiday. Yeah. It may be even at home in the rural area. Yeah. And I just have time with them. Okay. And reading a book if I
with your phone not ringing?
Yeah, with my phone not ringing. I try.
Inachanga kuring?
Inachanga kuring when I decide that I have serious business. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I like reading, but I must confess in the last 3 years, I've fallen short
of the glory of books. Ujapata time ya kukaa chini na kitabu tu vizuri.
Najaribu, lakini saa zingine kama ni mambo ya kazi, lazima usome reports na mambo kama hayo. Okay. And occasionally, if I have to go to court, sasa hiyo lazima usome.
Lazima usome. Other things like, do you swim? Do you cook? Are you a good cook? Do you sleep a lot?
I can't I can't swim.
You know, kaa kwa pool na mguu mnapiga maji.
I try to learn to swim, but you know, learning how to swim at the shallow end with kids.
Safe zone.
I said no. No. I enjoy watching football. That's how I've loved watching these great teams in the world. And I used to do drama. I've acted in plays in my early life. Even in Madagascar, when I was there, we produced a play. The students who were there from, I think we were from Kenya, Uganda, and one or two from Tanzania. We produced a play, which was watched by the student community at the university in
Madagascar.
Tananarive.
Okay. So acting, yeah. Okay. You know, most people, when we see seasoned politicians, there's always this story for politics is what keeps you guys alive. Is that true? Like, bila politics, mukozile, withdrawal symptoms.
Like, for example, I enjoy being in a courtroom.
More than being in a campaign trail.
I enjoy both.
The best. Something has to tip the scale.
I can't say the best. I can't really talk about the best.
Yeah.
I've had my very good moments
in
the courts of law, and my very good moments in politics.
In politics.
Yeah.
Okay. You have been elected and re-elected as a member of parliament.
Yes.
Why do you think that is? Because you were very young. You're 29 when you got your first time.
Yeah, I was 27.
27.
Yes.
Why do you think they re-elected you?
Well, I think it's for what I stood for.
Okay.
We didn't have a lot of money at that time. In fact, when I first ran for parliament, I didn't have a house in the constituency or anywhere that I could call my own. Okay. I didn't have a car. But because of my activism in university politics, and also working closely with Jaramogi, because we had known him, we had come to know him very well during our student activism, I had some kind of soft landing. With my first attempt.
Okay.
But campaigning at that time was not as expensive as it is.
Yeah, right now it's about money.
Yeah. Although I think I've been lucky. I have spent money, but I don't think I've spent the kind of money other people spend.
Other people spend.
Yeah.
There was this story that wewe ulikuwa unakuja unaambia watu niko na baba. Was that story true? That you rarely even campaign like properly? You'd come like maybe a week, tell guys I'm rerunning for this position, but mi niko na baba, fanyeni mambo yenyu. And then they just do.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that. I think I had very good engagement with the people in my politics. Okay. I would try to deal with their problems, get to promote what was in their interest, and being close to them. There's a time when I used to go to chiefs barazas all over the constituency. The chiefs barazas would be like on a Monday, and most of the sub-chiefs barazas were on a Friday. So I would have a timetable going round. The good thing at that time, if you were fighting against the government of the day, you 70%. And we were in a team with the Koigis, with the Anyonas, with the Mashengu Machofi. Yeah, we had a very vibrant group in parliament.
Okay. There's a picture I have here. Picture number, let me find the number. Picture number 6. The video picture number 6. This one.
Yeah. That is the day when we went to Kamkunji.
Oh, this one, you're already a member of parliament?
Yes, I was already a member of parliament.
Okay.
This is when we were fighting for multi-party.
Okay.
We had been on that pickup with Muliro Shikuku and the police were on the chase. This is around Kariobangi. You could see my hands up.
Yeah.
Because the police had drawn their guns.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Na huyo kemoda mwingine akapo kando yako ya ugopi gun. Na kaunda yake.
He had moments when he was like that also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Shikuku. That's Martin Shikuku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So hapa mmekonwa naona kuna Peugeot iko hapo kando.
Yeah, Peugeot. And in that there was that Peugeot. Yeah. That's what I was driven in to the police Nairobi area police headquarters.
So hapa mulishikwa?
Tulishikwa. Na I had the worst ride in a car with my head on the floor and police wanaweka viatu yao juu ya kichwa yako. Then we were taken to various police stations. Me, I was taken to Nairobi area, and later in the afternoon at around 4, we were taken to Wilson Airport, put in a police aircraft, and in the aircraft was Masinde Mulero. We dropped him in Kitale. We also had Shikuku and Shamala, and they were dropped in Kakamega, and me was dropped in Kisumu.
Were they being
Saturday. We were being taken home, as it were, to be prosecuted in your own area.
Jurisdiction.
which it was like extending activism to the rural areas. Because
ukituleta sasa umeleta champion.
Yeah. We were like champions. When I was taken to court in Siaya, the whole town was out. Yeah,
which is a good thing.
Yeah. And the same with Shikuku in Kakamega. Muliro, luckily, he was taken to court in the evening. He didn't spend a day in the cell. But Shikuku, myself, and Shamal were taken to court on a Monday. Those were not the only arrests. Many people were arrested. Yeah.
So when you're taken there, you are released?
Nani, Manyara, Muite, they all have been arrested. When I was taken to court, they didn't give me a bail or bond.
Yeah.
So I spent, I think, about a month in Kodiaga prison.
You've also been in Kodiaga?
Yeah.
Hey. Who's this guy? Kamiti, Naivasha, that's Naivasha maximum.
Yeah, maximum.
Kodiaga, Nyayo House, wapi kwingine?
And mostly police cells in Thika, in Vihiga, in Kakamega.
No, police cells hizo zote.
Yeah.
But sasa prison.
Prison hizo ine.
Okay. People would not even know umekana mtu wa Kodiaga hapa. Then there's this photo. Photo number 8, Davido.
I can't see it properly.
Let me wacha ni yaro. There you go. It was like a cutout of a newspaper.
Yeah.
Something about Moi.
Yeah, this was in a law court. This possibly was, this was Nairobi. Yeah. Kidula was the chief magistrate.
Okay.
That lady called Kidula.
Bako unamkumbuka?
Chief magistrate, yeah.
Hizi viboko ni za nini ama hizi nini zimeinuliwa juu?
Watu wananchi walikuwa wamekuja hapo wengi.
Yeah.
So polisi walikuwa wakali sana hapo.
Okay. Pitia. Is there if you are to be arrested again now and you are to be taken to any prison now, which one would you prefer?
None.
Umeniona? That was a trick question.
And any prison is bad. Yeah. Even when you are under house arrest, it is not very comfortable. I saw Jaramogi quite a number of times placed under house arrest.
Nyumba kama hii?
Yeah, kama hii. Huwezi kutoka.
Inja compound ama kwa gate?
Huwezi kutoka kwa gate. Kwa nyumba unaweza kutoka. Lakini wageni hawezi kuja except family. Yeah, so even being held prisoner in your own house
is tricky.
It's
not a good thing.
Is not a good thing.
Okay. So you did 3 terms as a member of parliament. Did you deliver whatever you promised your constituents?
I think I did. And at that time, basically, we were fighting for change in terms of multipartyism. It was a constant campaign. And we went around the country as a parliamentary group. The 7 bearded sisters, as we were called, and later on as Young Turks. Young Turks, basically, I think it was only me who was a parliamentarian at the time. So we felt fulfilled, finally, when Kenya became a multi-party state. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that is what you basically achieved on your 3 terms?
Fighting for human rights.
Okay.
Our contributions in parliament in a one-party setting, I think was very vigorous.
Okay.
Yeah, and some people suffered more than probably I did, because some people as members of parliament were detained.
Okay.
One of the most brilliant lawyers I've known, Serone, was detained. So was Shikuku and others.
Okay. And you ran with, when this was happening, you vied with Moi's party?
During the one-party era.
Because there was no option?
There was no option.
I was like, wait a minute, how would you? Oh, okay. Did you ever meet Moi?
We used to have kind of parliamentary groups meetings.
No, not the groups, like one-on-one, like sit aside, Ijana.
Well, no, not one-on-one. One-on-one, I had, when we had a meeting with him on Jaramogi.
Okay.
And then the one-on-one was when Moi was in hospital.
You went to see me
at Nairobi Hospital. So I went to see him. And I was surprised when he ordered everybody to leave the room. So I had a little chat with him. Yeah. And then we had also a little joke one day during the 4th of July celebration at the American Embassy here. At that time, he was no longer president. And at that time, I'd lost my seat as a member of parliament. Yeah. So I greeted him. I went to greet him. So I told him, both of us are not in parliament anymore. Akacheka, alafu akauliza, his personal assistant, who at one time was also State House controller, I forget the name, to take my number. And he said he would call me, but he never did.
Surprise! Pia ulikuwa unangoja kupigie?
Sikuwa nadhani ya kwamba atapiga. I think it was probably the right thing for him to do when you're talking to somebody.
Yes.
Chukua
namba yake ya WhatsApp. Ama muulize Instagram ando tuta slide kwa DM.
Wakati kwa Instagram kuna internet nini.
Mtafute kwa TikTok. Kakiduli. Okay. Did in everything that Moi did, as much as we know there was a lot of bad things that happened then, was there any single thing that Moi did that you're like, this one was a good thing?
Well, I think when he finally said, the time had come for multi-party.
Okay.
Yeah, because many people in the party did not want Kenya to become a multi-party state. And I remember when they had that meeting in Kasarani, and everybody was saying no to multi-party. And then Moi stood up and said, the time has come. We should
let it go.
We should let it go.
Yeah, because he could have just still said no.
Yeah.
He was a very interesting gentleman. He would have said, Abana.
Yeah. And I think at that time a lot of people read him wrongly. Yeah. Most of his ardent supporters who were seen to be close to him.
Yeah.
If you listen to the speeches that were made at Kasarani were saying, no to multi-party. Lakini alikuwa
And he was surprised.
yeah,
Everybody was shocked, by the way.
Yeah. But you know, there had been very constant pressure on him, internally and externally.
Yeah.
And I think he had just had to
Sana
be-
externally.
Yeah. and of course, he had detained as many people he could.
Yeah.
Some people had died. What else could he do? People like Matiba, you know, really suffered because they didn't come out of prison
Yeah.
looking healthy
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. Okay. So you did this, you stayed out in the cold kidogo in your political journey, but somewhere you are still in the corridors of power. Unatembea na baba, you're doing this, you're doing that. Then later, you ran for governor.
I became senator before.
No, yeah. Senator, then governor.
Then governor.
Why did you go for the governor seat?
Well, actually, I can't really explain because I thought I'd had enough of Parliament, really. And then we thought in the framework of devolution, we thought there was something we could do. And that is why me and my colleague Anyang made that decision,
Okay.
that we could run for governor and make a difference. And unfortunately, the commitment to devolution has always been questionable. The national government, I think all the presidents, the three of them who came were there under the new constitution. I don't think they really believed in devolution. I think if Raila had been president, devolution would be
have
better
worked.
placed.
Okay.
Because he campaigned for it and he liked it.
Okay. So you said in your statement just now that you thought you would change things.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say nothing has changed.
No, I think something has happened. If you go to a lot of these counties,
Yeah.
if you compare how they looked and what was happening in many respects, health sector, agriculture, the ECDs,
Okay.
they look better than they were. I think bringing government closer to the people,
Yeah.
bringing resources closer to the people, and having representation, effective representation at that level through the county assemblies. I think that has been a good story.
Okay. In Siaya, to be specific,
In Siaya, I think we have made some
things
progress.
that have worked and the ones that have not worked.
I think what disturbs devolution is the share of revenue between the national government and the county governments. A lot of resources still remain at the national level. For example, health is fully devolved under the constitution, but the bulk of the money remains with the national government. Agriculture is fully devolved, but the bulk of the money is still with the national government. Roads, in fact, the constitution has only two categories of roads, county roads and national highways. But the national government decided to categorize even county roads to be roads that fall within the jurisdiction of the national government.
Okay.
So a lot of funds really which should go to the county governments
Okay.
remain with the national government.
But with the little that is there,
I
has
think
anything happened in Siaya?
a lot has happened in the health sector. We have not only built new hospitals, improved health centers. In agriculture, you know, in Siaya, basically we had subsistence farming. I think there's quite a bit of an improvement. We even built up a rice mill, which is now milling rice.
Okay.
We are about to start the construction of a cotton ginnery in Rarieda. So I think quite a bit has been done with the resources that have been made available.
Are the people happy?
I think generally, I mean, the fact that, we don't have a major issue with the people, that can be tested during the next election. That's the only true test.
Oh,
But I haven't been in politics. I can say that people in Siaya support my leadership.
Okay. Because as much as you say that devolution, there's a couple of things that are devolved, and the bulk of the money is with the national government. And we've been seeing the politics that are happening now, especially in the Luo Nyanza. Our leaders are telling us the reason why we're causing up to the president is so that development can come. Does a leader have to cause up to the president for development to come? Then also we saw videos of you embracing President Ruto. The videos of you, like and pictures like this one. Let me show you. And around this time, when people are like, hey, "Why are you embracing picture number 4 and number 5?"
Yes. There's a time when he visited Siaya, I think twice.
Yes.
His last visit was not a very good visit because, he, my security details were arrested. They organized people from outside Siaya to heckle me in his meeting. And that is because every time he came, I welcomed him as the president under the framework of the Constitution, because the Constitution says the 2 levels of government should work together within the framework of the Constitution. But there are a lot of things I uttered while he was in Siaya in some of those meetings that I think soured our relationship.
But during that time, when you're welcoming him, you told people, no, you have to welcome the person, so me, I'm pro-development and everything. Did that causing up to the president work? Did it get the job done?
No, I thought it would work, but, I think the nature of Ruto's administration is just bringing a Mobutu's kind of state. I think for him, the presidency is in the image of the first 2 presidents. The presidency is the giver of all. And I think it's a bit stupid for anybody under this new constitution to worship the president the way I see some of my colleagues do. Or think that, it is only the president who can bring development to a county. Under our system of budgeting, the budget is program-based. So that you can look at the budget and find out, and determine whether a road is in the budget. But a lot of times when these announcements are made, I'm going to build this road, I'm going to do this, you go to the budget, you find there is no money for it. Or sometimes you can find a road which would cost about 10 billion shillings, and in the budget there's only 500 million shillings. So he would come, do groundbreaking, and after 2 weeks, the contractor leaves the site because, even the money to enable him to mobilize and start working is not there.
But isn't this a problem with the Budget Appropriations Committee? Because if a road can cost, let's say, $1 billion, and you find the budget allocated for it is 100 million, like, why would you?
Yeah, because the presidency is still a very imperial institution. Like when you hear the chairman of a budget committee, I'm not talking particularly about the present one, but even previously, the way they talk is as if they are given instructions by the president. Do this, do this, do this. And that is not right.
Okay. Do you believe politics is personal for you guys, for the politicians, not Kenyan? Ama for you guys is just business?
I am politics because of conviction. I'm not in politics because it is a career or to satisfy myself. I go to politics because it's a conviction. I feel there's something to fight for, and I have been consistent in that regard. If you look at what James Orengo was saying in the first parliament that I participated in 1980 with people like Charles Njonjo, Kibaki, Biwott and others. If you find what I said and look at my track record, you'll find that I fight for certain ideals I hold dear in my political engagement.
Okay. But the reason I was saying that, we find many politicians, not necessarily you, they would come and say, this is a bad person. And then later, they come and align. Then all of a sudden, this is Jesus. Did I say? No. This is Jesus. Now this is the guy who will deliver us.
Yeah. And you're not wrong. Some of my colleagues, the love they are showing to Ruto.
Yeah.
It's astonishing.
Not only Ruto, even President Uhuru, when Baba was not working with Uhuru, then they had the handshake. Then all of you guys were behind Baba. Baba Mesema, and we're also seeing it now.
But check me out. Every time there has been that kind of arrangement, I've stuck to what I believe in. But I was trying to say that the presidency is probably one of the most undemocratic institutions that we have now.
Undemocratic?
Undemocratic.
The presidency?
Yeah, because we have an imperial presidency. And that presidency operates in such a way that everybody believes that unless you praise and worship, you are never going to get anything out of it. When we were, making this constitution, one of the things, in fact, it is in the work record, how to deal with the presidency was one of the key things that people thought the presidency was all powerful, it was authoritarian, and we have to change that institution.
Okay. Good luck with that. All we're going to do from over here is watch and pray. And maybe fast. Intermittent fasting. Yeah, because now when the economy is tough, we don't have an option but to fast. Si ati tunataka. Speaking of, kidogo, before we come to the current regime and the happenings, also the finance bill, manenos and maandamano, I want to touch a bit on Baba. You've said Baba's, their last born was your friend?
It was not the last born, but it was
one of the
somewhere
siblings.
in the middle. Yeah.
Okay, somewhere in the middle. It was your friend. At what point did you and Baba now solidify your relationship? Because probably you guys were meeting kidogo, but now there's a point where you guys now clicked, because your friendship was also something to, people are looking like, oh wow.
When I was at the university, Raila was a lecturer at the university.
You were in?
Yeah. He was a lecturer at the university. I was already active in the political space.
Okay.
He was not active in the political space at that time. But when I went to campaign for the first time in 1980 to be a member of parliament, he fully participated in my campaign. And then I had a relationship with his father as a student, leader. At that time I think we had this arrangement in which political leaders would come to the university to give lectures. People like Mboya used to do that, Jaramogi and others. you know, Jem Kariki, people like that. So I then began to do politics with him from 1980 when I was elected as a member of parliament. Constantly meeting with him and his father.
Okay. So he drew a lot of inspiration from the father and guidance, and also you, because you and the father kind of had a relationship. So you got in politics before Baba. Ah, nice.
Elected politics, that is.
Oh, okay, okay. Any of the best, I know you had a lot of them, but maybe just two of the happiest memories you remember when you were with Baba?
You know, with him many times, you know, and it was not all politics, even...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, not generally.
Yeah, generally,
any of two happiest
we
moments?
enjoyed football, we enjoyed family, we enjoyed music, you know, many things.
Okay.
So it was not just all politics.
Okay.
So the cohesion was great.
Okay.
Because it was not just based on politics.
Okay. Bad moments with him, muliaishi kwa pamoja, muliaifungwa pamoja, muliaikimbizwa, mukakula tear gas, like now the worst, see, because there are many also. Been mandamano together a couple of times.
Yeah. I think the bad moments was when he was detained.
Okay.
I mean, you're working with him, and then he's detained not for 1 year, for 6 years. And then he's released, and then after a short while again, is detained for another 3 years. For him, and even looking at it from any perspective, 9 years of somebody's life, adult life, you spend in prison, is no mean deal. So those are the moments you try to, you know, kind of remember. Good moments, the fact that he was missing in action, and the family was also suffering. I mean, Raila Odinga, she had her bad moments also.
Yeah.
Losing a job, being arrested, and you know, living without her best friend for 9 years. That was not easy.
Yeah.
Those were bad moments. But Jaramogi also had, you know, moments that I thought the state handled him very brutally. Okay. During the Mandamano, he was arrested from his house in Jerusalem rather, while in his pajamas, taken to a cell in Kasarani police station. Okay. Spent the night there, then being driven to Kisumu in the same pajamas, and I thought that was very, very unfair. Yeah. Very harsh. It was harsh and severe.
When Baba was detained, ever visited him?
No, I was not able to visit him because only family and lawyers. But when he came out to give evidence during the Njonjo inquiry, I was with his father in Parliament, and we were able to exchange words while in Parliament. I also acted for him as a political detainee. There was a political detainees tribunal, and you'd act without being able to see your client. But I would say that principally people like John Haminwa and other lawyers were his primary lawyers during his time in detention.
Okay.
Yes.
Cumulatively, you've known Baba for maybe 40 years, something?
Yeah, could be more.
Could be more.
Could be more.
Did you guys ever disagree?
Well, not a disagreement that would cut a relationship.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we were discussing ideas of what to do,
Okay.
do we start a political party? Sometimes we get different views. Do we work with Moi?
Okay.
Do we work with Uhuru? We would have disagreements in those moments.
Okay.
Yeah, but they were purely disagreements that were based on principle.
Okay.
Yeah, and thereafter we could still have the usual relationship.
So you disagree but still be friends?
Yeah.
Amujai nyamaziana usinyongeleshe ile.
Hapana.
There was a time just before Baba died, you went missing. And rumors flew around. Oh, Orengo is dead. Oh, this wamekosana na Baba. Nini. You had the rumors.
Yeah, I had the rumors.
What was happening that time?
I was in India. I went to India for a tour.
For a tour?
Yeah, I had
a tour in India?
Yeah, I had a family friend in here.
Yeah.
And that's not the first time I was going to India for such a tour and a visit.
Ni venye tu kusema. Where is Orengo? Where is Orengo? Headlines, where is Orengo? Wamemaliswa. Wamekosana na Baba, amemfukuza kwa chama. Orengo amesema anakuwa kingpin.
I didn't know when I was about to go to India. He was in this house.
Oh, he was here?
Yeah, he was here.
Before you had Nini?
Before I went to India. Oh. And he knew I was going.
So Baba used to come here?
Yeah. A lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot. Even when I'm not here.
Unasikia tu Baba pull up.
Amekuja hapa.
Wafanyikazi wamekimbia, wamesweat.
My madam here, Betty, were best friends with Baba and Ida. So the disagreements were not the kind of disagreements that would cause you to cease to be friends. Yeah.
Rumors zilifly. Then kidogo tukakuona pulled up in another event. With a lot of people like, hey, Orengo is back. Orengo is back. We're like, hey, okay, how is he walking? Is he okay?
That was in Homa Bay during the funeral of Phoebe Exile.
Yes.
And Raila was there, the president was there. And I went, I arrived there towards the tail end of the...
Yeah, you pulled up last minute. Guys are like, hey, watch out, read body language. Hey, oh my God. A lot of things are happening.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is happening, life is happening, Baba doing beautiful things for the country, for the people. Then Baba dies. And I think it was about a week ago, you made very serious allegations about Baba's death. How he died, he was taking the private jet, came back, and everything. First of all, when Baba died, where were you? Who broke the news to you?
I was in Siaya. I talked to him because he was supposed to come and close the Siaya International Trade, conference that we had in Siaya. The president was supposed to open it, and Raila was supposed to close it. And funnily, when I talked to him, Deputy President Kindiki was in my office together with Dr. Buru. He came to do one of these empowerment events in Siaya. And then suddenly I got a call from him, and he was having doubts whether he could make it to the international trade conference. That was on the 13th that we were talking. And I talked to him again on the 14th when he gave me the impression that he doubts whether he will be able to come back in good time.
So that's a WhatsApp call from India?
Yeah, from India.
Okay.
And then on the 15th, before the conference begins, we get the message that Baba is dead.
Where did you get the message from?
I got the message. I think I was rang by Ruth Odinga, who rang. Many people actually rang me that morning. Okay. Within a space of 10 minutes. Have you heard? Have you heard? Then, when Ruth Odinga talked to me, then
you are like, oh, it's true.
I knew it was true.
How did you take it? Where were you? You were still in the office?
We were ready. I had many guests from all over the world. We were now going to move to the first day of the conference.
That was the first day?
Yes, the first day. The conference never really took off. Of course, the news spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
And there was no way that conference was going to go on. Even if you had wanted it to go on, you know, people are out in the streets wailing and mourning. So we called our guests who had come and said, now it is impossible to go on with the conference.
How did they take it?
And you know, on the 14th, I was trying to persuade Raila Odinga to come to the conference on the 15th. Yeah, and she kind of said yes, but she said, you know, really, I don't feel like coming. It was like she had a premonition. Yeah. So when it happened in the morning, I said probably Raila Odinga had this premonition. And that's why she declined my invitation.
Yeah. Then where did you go? So it has happened, you've cancelled the conference, went back home to the office?
Yeah, I went back to the office. We had a lot of, you know, things to do, how to get things closed and packed. Yeah. And get people to understand who had come. Some of them who had not come to the office. And then made arrangements to come to Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think Baba was brought back in the manner that he was brought back? A lot of people, including myself, was just like, aje sasa. How?
That's why I really didn't understand how they could do that, how the body, Baba's body would come as cargo in a commercial flight. And Sifuna gave a very graphic picture that when they were in that plane, they could see, you know, the coffin on the tarmac. And it didn't look like, you know, it was Baba, because he expected that, you know, there would be people milling around and so on and so forth.
There are people who have been spreading rumors, alleging, alluding that Baba never even really went to India, that Baba was just here all along. No. It was an empty coffin.
No. I think he went to India.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to India. And his daughter was there. His sister was there. His security was there. And he was sending pictures of him in India. He was taking pictures with, you know, friends and people in government in India.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being buried hurriedly. A lot of people also didn't take it well, especially from the Luo.
Yeah. Well, I think that is his wish. Was his wish. I didn't see the will, but if that was his wish and is in the will.
Yeah, people feel they didn't mourn well. Did you feel like you?
No, I didn't.
You got closure.
Yeah. You know, it went too quickly. You know, people needed a lot of time. I mean, even the Pope, when he dies, the Pope is not buried immediately. It takes about 10 days, 14 days.
People felt even Baba would have stayed for like a month and everything.
Yeah, not necessarily a month, but it was too quick.
It was too quick. Have you come into terms that Baba is no longer there anymore?
I have not really come to terms, because all the time Raila stated very clearly that there's still business to be done.
Yeah.
The changes that we anticipated that would be well in place under the new constitution were not quite in place.
Not yet.
And that's why Baba sometimes was crossing the floor to talk to whatever administration to try and make things better. And under the Ruto government, he had the NADCO process, the NADCO report, the 10-point agenda, all that I think he was trying to say, okay, we didn't make it in the elections, but we could use the administration in place to try and get some of those changes done.
Okay. Do you still have his number? I'm only delete.
I know, I have his number.
You still have his number on your phone?
Yeah, I will never delete it.
Would you pattern sometimes you want to call, you're like,
Yeah. And it was not just one number, it was several,
And you still have all of them?
Yeah, I still have all of them.
Okay. Do you see Baba in any of the current leaders or anybody in the country?
Well, one of the, Baba was a reformer, true political reformer. I think the political history of Kenya has been very bad for reformers. People fight very hard to bring about reforms. And then the people who take over, after many changes, we bring multi-party, Moi still wins. We bring a new constitution, Ruto is in power. Ruto was IYK 92, who were opposed to bringing change, a new constitution. I mean, these things are shocking. And as they say, you cannot have reform without reformers. And if you have reformers, you cannot have change without a progressive movement that stands for reform.
Okay.
And I think Raila Odinga tried in ODM to build a reform movement in the political party called ODM for the broad masses of the people. Okay. But, again, as it happens many times, when a figure like Raila Odinga is off the stage, people who take over tend to be opportunists. And it happens all over, like in Tanzania. Looking at CCM, is it the party of Nyerere? I doubt.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
Okay. So basically, yote tisa kumi, you don't see Baba in any of the current crop of leaders who are still...
I mean, it is not easy to copy-paste Baba, like Winnie said. A leader like Raila comes once in a generation or two generations.
You don't think he's in you? You embody him?
I think we shared many values.
Okay.
Many political values. And we worked together for a long time. But we were not quite the same. The sense of drive that he had, I think with Raila it is very difficult to replicate.
Okay. Yeah. But there are people who see him in you. They're like, us when you see Orengo, we see Baba is our hope. There are people who see him in Babu. There are people who see him in Winnie, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that happens because people are looking for such a figure. In every country, even in South Africa, people want to see a Mandela.
Mandela in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it never really happens.
Okay. CS Mbadi stated that ODM does not belong to the ODM family, and even urged Ruto Odinga to respect the current leadership formation. However, we know that ODM was Baba's crown jewel. Do you believe ODM is for the Baba family? You agree with CS Mbadi's sentiments?
I don't agree with him because, the Odinga family have been in the forefront of the struggle. Jaramogi. And Raila, even when his father was active in politics, he played his own dynamics, improved on his father's credentials, fought very hard. By the time Jaramogi died, Fort Kenya was more or less a regional party, more confined to the Lake region, with 1 or 2 seats in the coast in the Western region. But Raila built a truly national party that has footprints in all the regions in Kenya. I think it is the only party actually that was never in power, but with footprints all over the country. Now the tragedy is that those in the party now in leadership, I don't think they ever shared the ideology that drove Raila to be Raila or shared any of his ideals. I think they are just a bunch of careerists who are in politics to do business or to advance their personal causes.
You don't believe, with what you're saying, that means you don't believe in the current leadership of the party?
I mean, just look at them. I mean, they've sold the party. The only thing they talk about is Ruto, 2-term. I mean,
You've been saying they've sold the party. Is there evidence of them selling the party? This is
they're not selling the party anymore. I mean, how can you be, from every day, from morning, you're just talking about Ruto and 2-term for a political party of ODM's might.
Baba aliwaacha kwa broad based.
How?
Baba alituacha kwa broad based.
There are no instruments. There are no instruments. There was no agreement.
Hakukuwa na contract?
Nothing.
So the agreement between Baba and the UDA party was word of mouth?
It was not even an agreement. These characters had already, campaigned for jobs for themselves. And then they got together and they said, whether Baba agrees or not, we are going. Now, what affected Raila Odinga about their possible departure from the party, because they had been given positions in the UDA government, was that it would look like there's a big break or people withdrawing from the party. I mean, there were about 6 of them being given those jobs. So Raila coined this word that we are donating experts.
That was damage control.
It was damage control.
They were already going.
He said they were already going. In fact, one of them said, if somebody thinks that I cannot get this job because I'm from this region, check me out. I'm not from this region.
Oh, wow. But everybody assumed that Baba is the one who donated them.
I'm telling you.
Akasema, wewe ingia pale, saidia government. Wewe saidia government.
No way. If Raila really believed that, President Ruto was good for Kenya, he would have had a formal agreement like they had with Kibaki. And he would not have let ODM leaders in parliament continue to occupy seats in the minority or in the opposition. The minority leader in the National Assembly is a member of ODM. He is the one who is supposed to oversight not only government but the majority party in parliament. The minority leader in the Senate is somebody from ODM. And the majority leader is from UDA. I mean, it never happens in any place that you have people in government at the same time they're in the opposition. It meant that Baba valued their positions in the minority in parliament because that is provided for under the constitution and by statute. But they are going to UDA government was like, come we stay. There's no, there's no instruments.
So when they went and they were given these positions, so Baba was not aware, but he said, let's find a damage control method.
Yes, precisely.
So was Baba in good terms with them?
Well, there were some harsh words and arguments. And there was a time when there was a delegation to go to Dubai to try and persuade Raila Odinga to let them go into government. And he declined. He said, I'm not going to receive that delegation. But when he reviewed the whole thing, he said, ODM will have a lot of damage if it appears that 4, 5, 6 people have left the party to join UDA.
Okay. And you said Baba coined this phrase, we are donating experts.
Yes.
Were they experts?
I don't know. I mean, if you're an expert, if I go one by one, Mbadi is an accountant. The job in the treasury, if you are looking for an expert, you would probably look for an economist with financial credentials, if we're talking about experts. I'm not saying that, you must be having those positions.
Okay.
You must not be an economist, but to be a minister for finance or economic planning. There's nothing like that in the job description. But even by the nature they have been confronted with the crises we've had, including the war in Iran with the United States. They would have foreseen what to do, that this situation is likely to end up in a fuel crisis, and make plans well in advance, because we had that war between Russia and Ukraine, which is still going on. So that explains the fact that Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Ethiopia were ready for this conflict in Iran, while we were not ready.
Wandai?
Ahmed is not an expert. Did he go to, I don't think he went for training in a chemical college or institute, or in an oil, any training in the oil industry or the extractive sector in the economy. I don't think they have those training, but I'm saying they don't have to. But if you see what they say and do in public, with respect, they show quite a lot of ignorance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When Baba left us, there was an issue about leadership of ODM moving forward. And Oburu Oginga was installed as a party leader. It was interim, then now later they're like, okay.
Yeah.
How did you take that?
Well, it was highly unconstitutional, irregular.
For real?
The person who did it was President Ruto. He convened a meeting in State House. As people were going to India, he was already making arrangements of how that position of Raila Odinga was going to be given to somebody else.
For real?
And, I think Ruto headhunted Oburu for that position, and then convinced people like Junet, Wanga, the governor of Kisii and the governor of Mombasa, who were at that meeting in State House. In fact, Oburu was shocked in the morning. We were at the airport when he was being told, by the way, you are now the new party leader. In Luo custom, and I learned even the lawyers, you don't take over somebody's homestead or his position until after the burial. And after the burial, you give it 2, 3, 4 days, depending on whether it's a man or a woman. The Pope, when the Pope dies, the Pope is not replaced immediately. Okay. There's the days of mourning, and then the cardinals go to Rome after the burial. But in a monarchy is where you say the king is dead, long live the king, because it's a line of succession. ODM was not founded on monarchical principles. So this question of handing over party leadership as if it was, some monarchy, including a constitutional monarchy, it doesn't happen that way. In a party with a constitution like, ODM has.
So when Oburu was being told, you were there?
We were at the airport.
So who told him?
Jeanette.
Like when your party leader?
Yeah.
Then what did he say?
Well, he was pleasantly surprised, I must say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like, okay. I didn't see it coming, but well, here we go. Did you question? Did you?
At that time it was difficult to question because, our focus was, 3-4 days for Raila has died, Raila's body is coming. You got to arrange for his funeral within 4 days.
Okay.
State funeral, all these things put together. It was very difficult, and it was not opportune to raise those questions.
So, who do you believe would have been better placed to succeed?
Well, the Constitution says how that should be handled, that one of the deputy party leaders acts until an NDC is convened. Now, even after all this has happened, there has never been an NDC where the agenda for election is discussed or implemented.
Okay.
Because what they were doing, affirmations, Ruto says, this is the leader, you go to the management committee, and then you say, we agree. You go to National Executive Committee, you say, we agree. You go to a special NDC, we agree.
Utaki we agree? Let there be peace.
No.
You want problems.
There is supposed to be an election.
Okay. And you don't see it happening anytime soon or later?
It may, miracles happen. But in the meantime, we are saying we don't want to lose this party called ODM. That's why, by popular demand and acclamation, I became the de facto party leader of the party called ODM. The others are just pretenders to the throne.
But they're placeholders.
They are pretenders to the throne.
So by public demand.
Yeah, like Baba, when the elections were stolen, we went to Uhuru Park and say, it's the people's president.
Okay. So you're the people's party leader?
No, de facto.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's for a long time,
Yes.
Kenya was a de facto one-party state.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a very long time. It was not de jure.
But for a de facto party leader, some would say the way the de facto party leader is carrying himself is not proper. The things he's saying, the things he's doing. About a week ago, you had very serious outbursts about Homa Bay governor. And guys were like, Orengo. No, not Orengo, not Ajim. Then you watch the video again, you're like, no, it is him. I'm like, what's happening?
What was the public reaction? I don't think it was what you're saying.
Well...
Go everywhere. Everybody of sane mind.
Forget what every other person would feel. Because politics normally have this thing where when politicians speak bad language, guys will cheer you, like provided they don't like the other person. But you as a person, when you sit down with yourself, do you feel like it was something proper? Do you feel like, oh, maybe I need to apologize?
But people forgot, had been using that language, even in the presence of President Ruto in Migori. All I was saying is that You don't sell your birthright just like that. You have to fight for it. So we have a situation where people just walk into a situation and sell their birthright. You know, I was saying this directed to the general leadership in ODM and membership in ODM, and particularly to the two governors involved. If you have, people have played what they have been saying about me.
So you are retaliating.
I'm not retaliating. You know Newton's third law of motion? For every action,
there's an equal
opposite reaction.
Oh, wow. So you don't see like you apologizing or saying, let's make amends?
I mean, you apologize when you have done wrong. I'm very careful with the words I use in my political life. In the Parliament, the entire history, I have not been made to withdraw a comment. In a long, long history with great debaters like Kibaki, Shikuku, many who were very well versed with political language. So I'm always very careful about the content of my speech. But when people forget that they have certain responsibilities,
you want to remind them?
They must be reminded.
On top of a pickup in...
Very strongly reminded. And I'm glad that not so much what I said is in the
public domain.
Is in the social media, even in the newspapers. Is what these other people said over time.
You headed BBI, so you're not going to build bridges, you know.
No, I didn't head BBI.
You were part of.
I was the lawyer.
Yeah.
For the party.
Yeah.
You know, the two principals, Uhuru and Raila. Otinda Molo, myself, Kongo Mugeni, and Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Had registered our objections to some of the content in the BBI document. But we were persuaded that in the name of unity and solidarity, we should, as senior lawyers, represent our party.
So you are representing something you don't agree with?
No, I was representing the party and actually argued what I didn't agree with, in the sense that when you are in a movement, you're in a party, you are in a government, once a resolution has been made, then you have got to support it on the basis of, of discipline within the party or the movement. Collective responsibility, they call it. Yeah.
Now, in the spirit of BBI, you don't see yourself building this bridge here with...
Build what kind of bridge when he's killed our party?
Sorry.
10-point agenda. Raila said the integrity of political parties must be protected and defended. You cannot talk about coalition without protecting and defending the integrity of political parties. And these demonstrations of ostentation and opulence must be stopped. I mean, the way we are carrying ourselves as if we are a first world country. You know, there are prime ministers in Europe who take the train. And these are countries which give us aid, every year. and you find a prime minister on a bicycle. And here you find, you know, a newly appointed cabinet secretary.
Mtu asienjoy life. Mtu
on choppers.
Mtu asipande chopper sasa.
Sisi ndio tumeambiwa msipande. Lakini hawa waendelee.
And speaking of this, the same party. So there's so it's split into two, which both of you have refused to agree on. Sana the Linda Mwananchi faction will agree it's split into two, but Linda Ground are like, no. ODM ni moja, hii ndio ODM.
You know why they say
ni magaidi?
You know the reason why they say ODM ni moja?
Yeah.
Because a recent poll showed that ODM is still the most popular party, although it has come down on the polls. But within it, the most popular wing of the party is Linda Mwananchi, 73%. As against 24%.
Oh.
So they don't want to be reminded that Linda Ground is at 24% and Linda Mwananchi is at 73%. Party ni moja, kiongozi ni moja.
Chama ya mama na baba. Now, so this is what I was saying. So they've been saying this thing. I've sat down with them on Obinna Show Live and they've said, if you guys really believe that you are strong and people love you and you're the people, si mu resign, mu step aside, museme sasa tumetoka ODM, mukuje na chama yenu ya mapera.
I mean, that is easily said and done.
Why you guys
because we got responsibility to the membership. There are people who believe that we must defend and protect the party called ODM as a party. They are followers of Raila who would take it against us if you are to walk away from the party. They want us to fight within the party. That's actually the position of Linda Mwananchi, that we want to fight from inside and make sure the party is intact based on the principles which are well spelled in the Constitution, in the various manifestos, in the blueprints, in the policy documents. But Mwalimu Nyerere alisema ilikuwa ni Dodoma kwa mkutano ya CCM ya kwamba wana CCM Watanzania wanataka mabadiliko. Wakikosa mabadiliko ndani ya CCM watazitafuta nje ya CCM. So now, like, we with most of the membership, I can say actually 80% of the membership of ODM is supporting the Linda Mwananchi. 30 chairmen or coordinators of the party called ODM support Linda Mwananchi, including the chairman who comes from Vihiga County.
How many are they?
47.
Oh, and 30 are with you guys?
Yeah, yes. And we're soon holding a meeting with them.
Mbona msikuje tu ni ODM ndio, lakini sasa kuna ODM revolution, Orange Democratic Revolution, so iko kama ODR. Then ODM ibaki hapa ndio sasa mumenyane sasa tuone sasa. At the moment there's a lot of confusion. There's that for kama mnajiamini tokeni. Sisi hatutoki. Oh, sisi the original, we are living the spirit of Baba. No, you are not living the spirit of Baba. You guys are just causing chaos. You're just, when you hold your rallies, we see the people who come, but we are told you buy the crowds. The crowd is doctored.
Would you buy the crowd like the one we had in Kisumu, in Kakamega? We don't carry people in buses.
Au pia wako na zao na pia zao pia watu wana
angalia their rallies. They're going to have a rally in Kisumu in 31st.
Na yenu yuko Machakos.
Yeah, tuko Machakos.
Head to head.
Now, in Machakos you will not see any buses. But lakini pale utapata watu wamekuwa branded.
Sasa watu wasipande basi. Watu wasipande. Sasa school bus ama church bus ni kitu ya kukasirikia watu wasikuje nayo kwa rally.
No, kwa sababu wamelipwa. Unajua basi kutoka kule Migori, kutoka sijui Busia, watu wamewekwa huko ndani. Na wanaambiwa ukifika kwa basi kama unalipa shilingi 3,000 utapata 1,000, na tukiona kweli umefika kwa rally ndio utapata ile shilingi 2,000. Nilikuwa nasikia mmoja wao akisema kwamba katika mkutano ya Kisumu on the 31st, ukija mapema utapata soda.
Sasa watu wasikunywe soda. Mtusaidie na namba.
Hiyo chama ina gani?
Korir. Soda. Tao ngapi?
Obinna, unapenda soda? Kwenda Kisumu 31st.
We are calculating with Korir here. So Obinna TV guys, kumbukeni tao ni ngapi? Na kuna soda mkuja
mapema ukitaka soda.
Wale wa Machakos hakuna soda, kuna tear gas. By the way, walisema mnajitupia tear gas kwa rally zenyu za Linda Mwananchi.
Si hao ndio wanafanya kazi na serikali. Sio wangewashika na kuonyesha hii tear gas ilitupwa na fulani. Uliona kule Kakamega Sifuna alikuwa anasema zima hiyo kitu
kama nyongi.
Lakini msimpige msipige huyo. Kama ni tear gas ni yetu, tunatakaje kuzima? Uongo mtupu.
Sema semantics. Muonyeshe mmekimbizwa na mapolisi. Mujishike. Mseme ndio watu waone ni kama mnapigwa na hakuna mtu anawapiga vita.
That's a very backward mindset, very primitive. Unajua wakati huko aliuliwa na serikali. Walikuwa wanasema huko alijipiga risasi akajichoma. Some of these things. The lies are apparent.
Are you guys funded by Uhuru?
Kama ingekuwa ni kweli, tungekuwa na mikutano every week. Kwenda ulize ule mtu ambaye anatufanyia public address system. Ni mtu ambaye tumefanya kazi na yeye tangu zamani, kutoka wakati wa Jaramogi. Amevaa suti every election since Jaramogi akifikiria tumeshinda. And uulize wewe ukilipwa unalipwa kwa njia gani? Like we are going to Machakos. Hatujalipa, utapata ya kwamba mtu ametuma shilingi 50,000, mwingine 10,000. Never a time when we are like we got 10 million to do.
Hamuna maziwa.
Hakuna.
So you're a broke movement.
We're not broke. The other side is broke of ideas.
Touche. Oh wow. Okay. So wale wako na maziwa wana ideas, nyinyi mko na ideas hamuna maziwa.
Lakini si lazima tuwe na maziwa. Unajua when our forefathers were fighting for Uhuru, hawakuwa na maziwa.
Okay.
Waliingizwa kule Kapenguria, Lodwar. Kwa jela iko maziwa. Na wengine wakatoka huko bila meno nini.
Mambo ni mingi. Then how you guys raising money ya kufanya campaign? Because wamesema hapo bwana watu, because wameangalia Sifuna wakasema Sifuna yenyewe ana maziwa. Wakaangalia Babu akasema Babu ana maziwa. Wakaangalia Governor Orengo akasema Orengo kidogo hana maziwa. Osoti hana maziwa. Onyonka
That's why we are the party. That's why we are the party of the people. For the people, by the people. We don't need, those kind of resources.
So Uhuru our fund.
Lakini simulize, nilikuwa kwa mazishi kule Kirinyaga. Uhuru alikuwa pale, nikasema Uhuru wao wanasema unatupatia pesa. Na hawa ambao wanasema unatupatia pesa, they were your own people. Wakati wa handshake, angalia mapicha ambayo Uhuru alikuwa anapiga na watu wa ODM. Ni hawa watu.
Who are the people?
Hawa watu wako kwa.
Suseme tu Junet. Why are you going around the bush?
Si umesasema. Hata wewe umejua.
Si picha ziko.
Ni kitu wazi.
Akiwapea mtakataa?
Nani?
Uhuru akisema anataka kufund hiyo Linda Mwananchi?
I mean, if he becomes a member. If he becomes a member.
You want him to become a member?
Well, we
But
are,
si ako na Jubilee.
we are recruiting members. No, but people walk out of political parties to join others.
Yeah, which is also the other story about your party. There's those stories for your party is full of people from many other parties. You're not representing ODM. Like
No,
ODM,
no, lakini who is not
wanasema
from
Linda
ODM?
Mwananchi iko sijui na mtu sijui ametoka sijui chama sijui.
Unajua kulikuwa kabla ya Linda Mwananchi kulikuwa na caucus ya Kenya moja, na kulikuwa na wabunge kutoka kwa vyama vingine kama Wiper na nafikiri ni Wiper peke yake kwa sababu wao wengine ni wa ODM.
Okay. Haya, all the best. Si tutatizama hapa polepole tuone. Umesema Machakos ni 31st.
31st.
Watu wanakuja na nini? Wakuje tu.
Wakuje. Na Machakos tunaenda kwa kanisa, hatujakubaliana itakuwa kanisa gani. Then we have a rally in Machakos, then a rally in Mlolongo the same day.
Oh, so mnatoka Machakos mkirudi.
Tukirudi.
Mwana mungu unaweza stopishwa before mufike destination. Okay, sawa. At the moment, the country is not in a very nice state.
Yeah.
Economically, people are complaining. Then now, about a few days ago, there was a story about fuel. And then now there was Manamano. Then Matatus striked. Then they were called. Then they said to me suspend. Then Saisa Sawame, they're back to business. What do you think about all of this fuel situation? And is it being handled? Could it have been handled better?
I think it would have been handled better because our neighbors are showing that they're handling it better. But I think there's so much wasted in government, wastage, that the government is short of money. We are borrowing because we can't collect enough taxes to do some of these projects that are being done all over. So in order to get some of these things going and to enable the president to go all over the world, we have to sell Safaricom. We are going to recall Kenya Pipeline. Yeah. We are selling our crown jewels. For God's sake, Safaricom, just one financial year, this financial year, is contributing to the treasury 16 billion shillings. Would you want to sell such an asset? The only asset that is making sense because the others are making losses. The fuel crisis is also showing what George Herbert Bush the First, was calling voodoo economics. You know, they're telling us, you know, we have increased the price, but now that you are not so happy, we are bringing it down. So it's like you're being done a favor. I mean, why bring it down by 10 shillings and again by 10 shillings? Why didn't you start at that reasonable increase of 30 or 20 shillings? Why must it be 60 shillings? And then you work again downwards. And you're still saying that makes sense. And you are working with the experts. What kind of politics is that? What kind of economics is that? What kinds of financial strategy?
Ni kujaribu, you put the nini.
Trial and error.
Yeah, mnajaribu kidogo, mnasema, hey, story ime nini, so wacha to move.
Yeah.
However, there's this story that is going around, I don't know if you've heard it, that the story for the fuel hike is a deviation tactic, is a decoy, that the real story is the finance bill. And guys are talking fuel, but finance bill is being petitioned. I think it's on Monday.
I think that finance bill is also going to bring a lot of problems.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not, as far as I'm concerned, been subjected to public participation, rigorous public participation. So it is going to be one problem on top of another. And then after the finance bill, there's the Gen Z's 25th of June.
Yeah.
And then after 25th of June, there's Saba Saba. I don't know.
You're celebrating.
I'm not celebrating.
I can see the look on your face.
No. They asked for it.
But you should go like, imagine after this, there is
they asked,
Saba.
you know, when Uhuru was having these problems, and the war in Ukraine and Russia was going on, and it's still going on. Here are the speeches of these characters who are in government now, saying that war cannot affect fuel prices. Yeah.
True.
These are hypocrites.
But maybe they didn't know. Now is when they're like, okay, wait a minute.
Then why accept to be called an expert? Hata wewe sasa umepata kitu. Nasikia watu wa matatu.
By then, there's been that story.
Yeah.
With all due respect. With all due respect. 1 minute, guys are saying, we've not agreed. The other one, we have agreed. Guys are like, wait a minute.
With respect.
Oh, that was due respect. By then, now we have a new name.
Yeah.
We have a new name for that one. Do you see us coming back to the place where we were maybe, let's say, Kibaki time? Because until now, most people are saying Kibaki was the best president they ever had.
No, not with the YK92 rule in Kenya.
Oh, wow. That's the direction we are going.
YK92, you know, is a youth, a mafioso kind of movement within a political movement. YK92. If you look at the men around the presidency, I mean, they're just YK92. That is the thinking, you know.
You don't believe he means well?
You know, anybody who carries a Bible, you know, those are hypocrites.
So, does Biblia?
No, I mean, you want people to say you're carrying a Bible.
Okay. Anything good that President Ruto has done so far?
Anything good?
Just one.
Has he told you one that?
No, from your observation, because you know even a broken clock is normally right. Is it once a day?
He successfully stole an election. I don't know that was good or bad.
This election?
You didn't know?
No, but there's a team that has been saying from ODM side that nayo alishinda tu vizuri. Then there are people who are saying you can't steal an election. There are people who are saying Baba has never won an election. The other people are saying Baba may be elections zake zote. But when you are the legal team for Baba, mulibeba zile hot air. Unakumbuka zile boxes za nini? Wakasema ni hot air, mukaenda. So tell us from your side. So tuanze na hii ya juzi. Did Baba win?
He won.
Akachezewa
karata. Na unaona 4 commissioners at the time, for them to be at Bomas, crucial that the electoral commission sit together to make a decision as a college. Waine wako pande huu, watatu wako pande huu. Is that not a crisis? Wengine wanasema hii, wengine wanasema hii. If it was free and fair election, they should have been speaking with one voice.
Ilibuaje?
Ukora.
You've seen the by-elections that are happening. Is that a deep stick of what is going to happen in 2027?
No, by-elections are normally not quite a reflection of what is coming in the elections.
Okay.
But the signals could be bad if a party like DCP can record those number of votes in Narok, particularly in that constituency.
Okay.
And when you hear the president going to his backyard and saying, in his own language, you people have let me down, you have not registered as voters. That's not a language with somebody with confidence. Why even people from his own backyard are saying, by not registering as voters, that we don't like what's happening. The country is not on a proper trajectory. That's the only reason. There should be enthusiasm in that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see him winning in 2027?
How? Unless he steals again. I mean, somebody who got nearly 5 million votes in the central part of Kenya, and he doesn't have those 5 million votes, or the 1 million votes Raila got from that area. Why is he going to get these votes?
Okay.
I'm just taking that one part of the country. And even in Lowland, where people think he may get votes.
Yes, I see.
How?
See, he's
How?
been
Even
campaigning for
even
the
today,
Nyanza.
there was a burial in Ahero, somewhere in Ahero. And one time rang the air until the priest had to say, please, that is not noise. That's an expression of the suffering of the people.
If Baba knew he won, why did he not pursue till the end?
Raila is very peaceful, and if there were disagreements we had with him, it was the manner in which sometimes we handled our post-election crisis. He did not like blood in the streets or people fighting and killing each other because of an election. That is a trait. He was a peacemaker. That character of Raila Odinga, people have not quite understood. If you are somebody like me, they talk about in the States, they say there is a field Negro and a house Negro. And when their master's house is burning, the field Negro would be praying for more wind so that the house may burn. And the house Negro will be saying, oh, our house is burning, and really work hard to put off the fire. Now, in 2023, when Gen Zs broke into Parliament, I mean, some people were saying, hii ni mzuri sana. He should be brought to a conclusion, logical conclusion.
But Baba joined.
He joined?
Baba joined the president and told...
No, he said he didn't want bloodshed.
That was the reason why.
He didn't want bloodshed.
Because a lot of Gen Zs felt betrayed by Baba then. Because they were like, Baba, come on. Baba wakambia Baba sahi sasa for the first time. Kaa kando.
Yeah, but how do revolutions happen? In Sri Lanka, in Nepal, in the United States itself.
Yeah. That's how it starts.
That's how it happens.
Okay. Now, if you look at the current government, the relationship between the president and his deputy, how do you see it? Do you see him picking him as a running mate? Ama, do you see, we've had stories that Wanga will be...
No, I think he'll stick to Kindiki. One is still hoping that the votes that he can still get from that area is critical.
Okay.
And he probably cannot get it anywhere else in the numbers he imagines. And I think most presidents like people who are given tasks,
And they do.
And they do, okay, without questioning. All over the world.
Governor nakuona sana. Also Obama did that with what's the name of the president?
Biden.
The president.
Biden.
Yeah, Biden. Obama used to send Biden when he was the Secretary of State.
Biden was vice president, but as a senator,
yeah,
he chaired the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. So he had a lot of understanding of foreign relations as a whole. But they had a special relationship, certain strengths that Obama,
capitalized on
and needed.
Okay.
Because Obama was a senator in Chicago, in Illinois, And then he became a senator, and he didn't go for a second term. He went for the presidency. So you need some people with little experience around you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umesalimiwa na Willis Raburu. Sema salimia walking constitution.
Hata mimi nimsalimia.
My party leader.
Kabisa. Sona, ni mimi nimesema hiyo.
Wa bebe!
Na wewe party yako ni gani?
Mimi sasa party yangu.
Before you finish the show.
We have not finished yet. At the moment I'm still observing you guys. But I've always said mimi uko na babu kwa sababu. Yeah, mimi uko na babu kwa sababu.
Then it looks like you.
Yeah.
I can know where you are.
Yeah, mimi uko na babu kwa sababu at the moment. But I'm observing everything that is happening. We see guys crossing. I've always told many of my followers wasiweke politics kwa roho. Because unakaa unasema mimi Orengo ndio wangu. Then next month Orengo anambia now you know guys we have decided. Like then no, so sa easy way angalia tu zile sema okay, I will go based on what is happening. Like myself, if there's police brutality, I'll be on the streets. And I'll say, no. If the finance bill is bad, the way we've seen it, we'll break it down on the Obinna Show live and I'll say, hey, because of A, B, C, D, I'm going on the street because of the finance bill. I'm going because of this. But I'll not say, I'm going because nimeambiwa.
But you know, that happens because we have militarized politics. We have weaponized, you know, the Goonism as a tool of politics. It was never like this. Yeah, you could walk into any space, even on top of a table like this, tell people to come around and you just start speaking. Watu watasikiza, wale wamekubali, wataitika na wengine kukosa kubali wataenda. But now, it's like preparing for war.
Yeah, it's getting to a very bad place where if you
terrible.
don't agree with my person or my ideologies, you want to beat me.
Yeah.
You saw the lady that was chomwed because she had tattoos of President Ruto.
Yeah, those
she lost her life.
Those are the kind of things that should never happen. And the president has never talked about it, actually. I mean, persistently, to show that, you know, this is dangerous for Kenya, that we are likely to be another Haiti. I thought he would be making very strong statements, having sent our policemen to Haiti. Because the experience of Haiti, when Papa Doc came into power and Baby Doc, was to weaponize youths, the Tonton Makuts. Alikuwa na jeshi.
Okay.
Na sasa katika siasa ya Kenya bila kuwa na jeshi,
it's hard.
It's very hard.
But you know, it starts with leaders like you as well. Even before he gets the president, you, Babu, Sifuna,
but you know, the person with constitutional powers and mandate to make sure this does not happen is the president.
But at the moment, he's receiving hostility. So the people who are people's favorite, like you and the Linda Moni team, you would call out violence strongly and condemn it and tell people...
No, we have condemned
that's
it.
That's not where we're going as a country.
Our own person, our own senior member of Linda Moni,
Ososi was attacked,
was brutally beaten.
Yeah.
When we were having a rally in Kisumu, I mean, you had a member of parliament saying the other day in Kisumu that you people are cowards. These people should be rolled. You know that word?
Yeah. And guys, by the way, it's an Inglu word.
Yeah.
It's in the dictionary. You can Google it. Roll the word. It goes next one, Bogebo. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. But it's...
So it makes, you know, being in opposition very difficult. And, of course, the... money has become such an important currency in our politics. Basically because people need these goons and the rest.
Okay. Hujaipiga tu na goons?
Siku gani mimi?
Nakuuliza mimi sijui.
Singeshikwa mimi. Bila nashikwa. I've never been arrested for using.
Umepigwa na goons?
Nimeshapigwa.
Na goons?
Hebu angalia mkono yangu. Siwezi kuikunja hii.
Oh. Ni magoons.
Hii magoons.
So ukifanya hivi mtu anafikiri unamtukana kumbe ni mtu.
If I opened up myself,
kumbe ni mguu ajikunje.
Kuna wound.
Mama ni tusi anambia hapana bwana kidole ajikunje, chelewa.
I know this is
Governor, no. Order.
na meno zangu hizi.
Meno yako pia ni ngumi ya magunzi.
Yeah, na polisi.
Okay. Now, we had the Africa Forward Summit, got concluded, and also it received different types of reactions. The people supported there's a lot of backlash as well online about it. What's your take on it?
I think it looks big when many presidents come to your country and you host such a conference. But I think the old imperial powers are looking for new ways to continue to exploit the third world. So when they hold a meeting in Africa, a meeting which they normally would hold in France,
Okay.
you have all the good impressions. But if you look at whatever comes out of the meeting, the imperial power is the one which gains. They still control our oil, they still control our minerals, they still control trade, so when will this world order change? It cannot change when the real host of the meeting, like the summit, was presided over by the president of France. Hata wale watu walikuwa napiga kelele, sienda alikuwa anapoesha
kama anaandika noisemakers. Okay. Senator Samson Cherargei also pushed a motion at the Senate about the review and withdrawal for President Uhuru's benefits, claiming that he's involved in active politics. What do you think? Because you've been a senator before, twice. Yeah. What do you think of?
I mean, I think
a proper thing.
I think is doing it because it's got a political agenda, but in reality, take the example of the last campaigns in the United States of America. Was Obama active or not active? He was. Was Biden active in campaigning
but
for?
What does our constitution say? You are the working constitution.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Yeah,
are they supposed to?
I mean, they are not supposed to get into positions like the presidency. Yeah, but I think the basic constitution provides for the right of every individual to belong to a party and hold positions in a political party, unless you're a state officer.
Okay. Aya, tutaona. So we are wrapping up, lakini quick fire. So when I mention a name, you just say what you're thinking about the person or the situation. Matiang'i.
Tough guy.
Well played. Okay, now I know why you are a wakili. Very safe choice of words. Kalonzo.
Likeable.
Okay. Martha Karua.
Opinionated.
Okay.
Strong in our beliefs.
Okay. Rigiji.
Rigiji is a tough one to describe. Don't mess up with me. Is that kind of character?
Okay.
Don't mess up with me.
Tawe.
Natembea. I think is a regional leader of some might.
Why would you put him as a regional leader? You don't feel like
Yeah,
he has...
because he's concentrated in an area. We know that he has a relationship with United Opposition, but he really never gets out of the Western region.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think he stands firm on what he believes and says.
Okay. Okay. Wanga.
Wanga, comme ci, comme ça.
Oh, wow. Junette?
Transactional.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Oburu.
I'm going home.
Who, you?
I'm home. Me, I'm home.
Okay. No, okay, guys, I just want to say the opinions. The video cheza na disclaimer. Lakini tukikuwa suit kwa hii episode wakili ni mjamo. Naambia nao Mwesh, unajua ile episode yako sasa fanya venye ufanya. Okay, Winnie.
Good girl.
Okay.
With a lot of talent.
Okay. Sifuna.
A fighter that I would want to have on my side anytime.
Okay. Mbadi.
I can't call him an expert. What is the opposite of expert?
Music niweke kwa noma yako. Mimi siko. Babu.
Comrade.
Sakaja.
Sakaja is like a major domo.
Umetupoteza kidogo. Umetupoteza kidogo.
Nimepoteza kidogo.
Network.
Network imepotea. Major domo is like he's happy with the situation.
Oh, wow. Okay. The video unaweza edit. Oh, it's fine. Wacha tuiende. And finally, Orengo.
Me.
I don't know. You know any other? You guys know any other?
No, but you're saying Orengo, I say it's me.
Oh, that's the answer. Aya. Ladies and gentlemen, which show is this?
Obinna Show live.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you very much for being quite a sport. We should do this again, sooner or later.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is too soon. Yeah, si tumesha cover at least. Wacha kwanza watu waende kwanza finance bill alafu turudi tuongeze sana.
Alafu turudi, yeah.
Yes, but thank you very much.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Accepting us to have you on the show, accepting us to have you at your place, and also being a good sport. Na pia lishe bora, asante sana. Thank you.
Asante sana.
All right. And for everybody who's watching, remember you can support the show. We do have a QR code up here, as it's called Buy Me Soda. Just scan it. Sema imefanya kazi poa. If you've enjoyed the show, support the show that way. And for the others, unasema kidogo juu mambo ni tricky nini, just comment, like, and subscribe. Unafinya tu hii button hapa chini. Your final submissions. Kamera ndio hii.
My final submission is that we are not in a good place as a country. We must together do everything that is possible to make sure that change comes to Kenya in 2027. So out there, register as a voter, keep your vote. On the final day, please vote for those who are going to change the country. But there's always a possibility that change is just around the corner.
Yeah, that is true. Speaking about around the corner, we have the Four Corners on the 20th of June. The biggest fight happening. It's my birthday month as well. So get your tickets at ticketraha.com. Come through for Vurugu Edition 2. We have a lot of fighters in the ring, including we have a fighter from Uganda. Yeah, he's coming fighting in the Arrow Boy. Arrow Boy is nursing a heartbreak. Let's see how that's going to happen. We have Phil and Gashau. Majembe is making a rematch because just won Vurugu 1 is coming back to meet Somali boxer. So it's going to be a beautiful fight. So get your ticket, mapema, your best. Also from Nigeria, we have Ruga performing live and Calligraph Jones. And of course, I'm going to be announcing many other artists who are from Kenya are also going to be gracing the stage. I'm going to see you guys later. Good night or good morning, depending on where you watch this from. See you later.
Obinna, you need to be here.
I am.
Sorry, I can't execute.
Check the guys.
This is Obinna Show Live.